Hey everybody, welcome back. We are on day number 5 now, I believe it is. Let me just double check my notes real quick. Yeah, day 5, and so it's January 6th. We're moving on this 2025 guitar challenge. Today, we're going to go through the D minor chord. And I'm going to go ahead and walk you through a little bit more of this because somebody said like, hey, what's the point of a lesson if you don't practice? Well, I mean, technically to answer that question, I've been playing for about 30 years. I know all my basic chord shapes and stuff like that, but I never learned the theory. And so for me, I can move through these basic things pretty quickly. I'm sharing the progress as a review for anybody that wants to do this. If you are just starting out as a guitar player, my recommendation for you is slow these videos down, take them one at a time, practice each video just on repeat for like a week, and then come back and see what you mastered on there, because you'll need a little bit more time than me to go ahead and catch that. So thank you for the comment in there and for the feedback from you guys over on Reddit, I believe it was. Yeah. So today, like I say, D minor, I'm just looking at my notes over here. D minor chord, as my notes say, is built using the first flat third and the fifth notes of the D minor scale. So D, E, F, G, A, B, flat, C, and D. The root first note is D, flat third is F, and the fifth is A. Sounds like this. There you go. So there's your D minor chord. You're going to be first finger, first fret of the high E string right here. I'll show the picking hand down here. You're going to be second finger is on the third string up. So E, A, D, G. On the G string, you're going to be on the second fret, right there. Third finger is going to be on third fret, the B string. So right there. So there's your three notes. Sounds just like this. Now, when you get into this, I'm going to put a tab in the description as usual on here, and we're going to practice chord progressions today. First one up is going to be G, which we learned in the last video. The last couple of videos actually, because we did some reviews of G. We're going to do A minor, which we went through yesterday. We're going to do F. You can do the short F. Just remember, here's a simple F, or here's the bar F again. If you guys didn't catch these yesterday, go back to the other video, rewatch that first before you jam on this, because that'll teach you all the basic chords and how to break them down and stuff like that. But anyways, G, A minor, F, and D minor. So G, A minor, F, and then D minor. So you hit here that has that minor sound like we're talking about. Another chord progression, I'm using ChatGPT by the way today. And so it's really cool because you can type in, hey, give me some lessons or whatever. I also use Musician, so shout out to Musician. I'm not sponsored by them or nothing like that. But shout out to Musician if you guys want to use Musician. I've learned a lot of theory in the last couple of days that I never knew about over like 30 years. So yeah. Anyways, another chord progression that you guys can practice with this is D minor, F, G, and A minor. So there you go. So a third one, just give you some variation because you want to go ahead and do some variation when you practice chords, is G, D minor, F, and G according to my notes on here. So we're going to do G, we're going to do D minor, F, and G. So something like that. So just to repeat, first progression is G, A minor, F, and D minor. Second progression that you can work with today is D minor, F, G, and A minor. Third one that you can work with is going from G to D minor to F, back to G. So work on that this time. Like I say, if you want to go ahead and slow this down and do this for about a week or so, that'll give you some good transition practice. I do this pretty fluidly because I do all my basic chord shapes before I got into this rodeo, but I'm just reviewing, learning the theory behind this and how different sounds relate to other sounds, because that's kind of cool too, to learn how it influences like emotion or feeling and things like that in your songs. And so moving up on here, it says warm up today. We're going to go ahead and play the G major scale. So let's do a little bit of review. Going back to the G major scale, we're going to start on 6th string on the low E, 3rd fret. We're going to go right here. And so we're going to start right there for G. We're going to go G up to A. That's a whole step, remember. We're going to go to the 5th string, 2nd fret. Going to go to the next one on 3rd fret, 5th fret, 2nd fret, 4th fret, 5th fret. So, whoops. Now we went through this slowly the other day, so I'll just go through it slowly one more time for anybody that's starting out there. And just remember, you want to go ahead and get clear notes. And if you want to add the little down picking and up picking like I was talking about the other day, is down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And so it's a little variation for you to get through the scale, or you can go through them as fast or as slow as you want to. Me, I try to increase speed recently because I'm familiar with the major scales. And you can also go ahead and go through your major scales going up to A, B, C, D, something like that. But just going back to G again. There you go. And I'm just adding on the original on there as well. So technically the scale is, whoops, right there, and I add the finishing note right there because I like to resolve things. So that's what we got for today on here. Let's go ahead and just go back again and review. So D minor chord, G, that has an epic sound right there, just practicing between those two. So I'm throwing in a couple of the chords that we did the other day. So I went D minor in the main part, then I go to G, D minor, G, then on the other part I do down picking right there, so it's just on A minor. And if you want to finish it off, I threw in a C, I threw in an E minor, and then I ended on an A minor on there to come back. So play with these chords that we're learning on here. The new one for the day, just to recap, is D minor again. And so far, all the chords we've done C, we've done G, E minor, we did E, I believe we haven't done yet, so E. I'm just going to show you for now, and I'll talk about this more soon. A minor is the same shape on there, so if you got A minor on your first fret of your B string, that'd be G string on the 2nd fret right there, and then that'd be 2nd fret on the D string. So just take the same shape, you move it over to your 5th string, your 4th string, and your 3rd string right there, and you got E. That's your E major right there. So we got C, E minor, E major, got A minor, got G, F, the simplified version, and F bar chord, we learned D minor as well. And so we're working through these. We're getting there as fast as we can. Not really fast, but we don't have to be fast technically, because learning is at your own pace, and that's what I'm going to teach you guys and share with you as I'm learning too, because this is for me. Like I say all along, all these videos, if you haven't watched this video one a couple days ago or so, I'm doing this for myself this year to relearn guitar with the theory that I never learned about 30-something years ago when I started out with guitar. And so let's go through the chords slowly one more time. C, got E minor. You guys can go back to the other videos and pick up the tabs if you want. E major, here's the difference up here. Got A minor, got G, got D minor. There you go. And so yeah, you can start playing with that stuff and see where it goes to. I'm going to keep this short and sweet for today on here, because I don't want to overwhelm anybody that's just starting out with guitar out there. But just remember, you can jam. Just practice switching between these chords. Like, see how they sound together, because like if you switch between a D minor and an E minor, what's that do? Sounds dramatic. You switch between a D minor and then an A minor, that's like a down kind of feel to it. Switch between a D minor and then a C, it's got the same note right here, almost. So it's, and then a C moving over. And then D minor, then G, we did that already. D minor, and then you switch to, let's see, let's switch to an E. That has like a resolve feel to it. So practice these transitions just. That's the thing too, is you can experiment with different types of picking. You can experiment with different types of strumming. My recommendation, like I'm just doing like down, 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 something like that. You can practice, play this back, figure out what I'm doing. So I actually really don't know. I'm just like playing something that sounds good to me. But you can go ahead and just do all downstrokes. Just. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And so it's a little bit slower, because remember, take it slow at first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if you want to go ahead and pick it up from there, you can just be like, you can resolve on the minor on there if you want to. But anyways, that's what I got for today, guys. Thank you as always for joining me. If you dig learning along with me as I'm learning this stuff again too, to go ahead and refresh and to get better at guitar this year, you can go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Please like, follow, all that good stuff. Share these videos with your friends. Share these videos with fellow guitar players that want to learn as well. I'm going to throw this out here at the end of the video today. So I was talking to my wife the other night, and I was like, if I get through and actually learn guitar all the way through to master the neck this year, and to get better to a point where I'm like maybe like intermediate or like almost to like master level or something like that, which probably takes years, by the way. I'm going to go ahead and buy myself a better guitar because I've had a Takamine G230 for many years. I got this in like the late 90s. I'll have to show a different video one day on the channel to go ahead and show you guys what it looks like, but Takamine G230 has a really great sound to it. They age awesome, and so if you see a used one of these out there, the price is right, grab that guitar. It's a great guitar for upgrading from beginner guitars or something like my good old Starling right here. The Starling though doesn't sound bad for what it's worth. It's an Epiphone, and so my wife got me this guitar for Christmas. I really appreciate it as well. Starling sounds pretty good for what it is on here. It's in a budget guitar range on there for beginners. And so, like I was saying though, I want to upgrade my guitar eventually to an Epiphone Excelente. The reason being is if you were to get a guitar that's that caliber of guitar that has that kind of wood, like all the components that go into it and stuff like that, you would be looking at like $5,000 to $10,000 depending on what you get into. But Epiphone Excelente, it's about $1,100 to $1,200, and so that's my goal by the end of this year is to have an Epiphone Excelente. Maybe I'll put up like a little fund me thing or something like that. If you guys want to donate a buck here or there, if you see I'm getting better and I deserve that guitar, hey, why not? But no, seriously, I'm just doing this for fun. And if you guys want to support me, just following along on the channel, watching the videos, subscribing, all that stuff helps me make progress too. So thanks again for being here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.